Hi guys, welcome back to the Soccer Kicks channel where I give you a full review of football releases as well as tips and tricks to get the most out of your product. Today we have Under Armour's Magnetico 4 to go over, so let's get right into it. If you're new to Under Armour, the US company has been around since 1996 but really got into football about 15 years ago. They started becoming the technical partner of a few clubs here and there, but it wasn't until about 10 years ago that they really got into football boots. This is now my second pair of Under Armour boots I've ever tried on. My first pair was the Shadow Elite 2, which I tried on a few days ago, and I'm very new to trying this brand's product. This is the fourth update to the Magnetico 4 silo, and it currently sits at $250. The upper is synthetic and does have some knit in the tongue and around the ankle lining, taking a page out of the Shadow Elite 2 book. Under Armour says this upper can mold pretty much to any feet and provide a glove-like feel. I can confirm it does do that, but I do have a few call-outs to this. While it does hug your feet, it does feel a little bit wide and super thick. It does provide that snug fit, but completely different to that of the Shadow Elite, which is overall thinner and more narrow. The upper also has some added texture, which you can sort of see in green, to give you a little more traction as you make contact with the ball. You'll also notice this raised portion that has 6 segments, which has more grip than the rest of the upper. You also have the synthetic tongue that runs inside the boot down almost to your toes. You'll also see that lacing runs down a little towards the outside of your feet and has bands on the instep to hold the laces. It's a bit odd, but nothing really negative about it. In regards to the sole plate, it's pretty standard and built for comfort more than anything. You have mostly all conical studs, and the plate you see in a Y shape that keeps everything stable is very flexible. What's odd is that it's very flexible right in the middle of the boot versus towards the area between the forefoot and midfoot, which I've never seen before. I didn't notice anything out of the ordinary while wearing them, but this is the first time that I've ever felt a sole plate like this. In terms of fit, these are pretty comfortable right out of the box. The upper is soft with a good amount of cushion in the heel. Again, although I did feel like these gave me a decent snug fit, it felt chunky overall and thick towards the top of the midfoot. As you go to the forefoot, it wasn't thick at all, so I wish this was the case throughout the entire boot. Judging by the initial fit and feel, I would say these would probably only take about 3 to 4 sessions to break in. If you're looking at trying out a pair for yourself, I would recommend going half a size up. I normally wear a size 8 US, and the ones on my feet now are a size 8.5 US. Now let's review the biggest win and loss of these boots. The win here is that this is a solid control boot that does give you a little bit of grip, a fit that I can see fitting pretty much anyone, and a standard sole plate. There's nothing in this boot that stands out really, but it does check out all of the boxes. The biggest loss is that I think this price point is way off the mark. Because it doesn't really give anything unique, it's hard to justify a $250 price point when other similar boots are at or below this price. To add, these feel heavy and clunky overall. You do expect a little more weight than a speed boot, but these almost felt like wearing an old school pair of boots. That's the Under Armour Magnetico 4 for you. I'll leave a few links in the description in case you're interested in buying these. If you have any questions or opinions about these, leave them down below and I'll answer them as they come. Thank you so much for watching, and if you found this video helpful, please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. See you on the next one.